Thank you so much. It's great to be here.
Yes, well, it was your story is fascinating, and we are proud to help you, not just cover it and aid you, but GQ is here to help you wherever we can. All righty, so we're going to jump on it. And Jessica is the founder of Hatching for Health Foundation, right?
Yes, correct.
And tell us what the foundation is. What does it do?
Yeah, for sure. So, Hatching for Health is actually a show with me being the host, Jessica Hatch. But I went ahead and continued that on by creating a foundation so that we could raise funds for these various children. So, basically, what it is we have children on with their parents, and they come on and talk about the various diseases, disorders,
Ah,
disabilities that
okay.
they're born with. And we basically are creating awareness to hopefully help them find a cure or maybe just the medical attention that they need.
Okay, so this is 100% for children.
It is correct.
Children. And it's in the U.S., Houston,
So
world?
yeah, basically I mean, obviously anywhere that I can help, I'm going to. Being a Houston native, obviously I'm starting here in the community, but uniquely enough, I do get calls for people that are international. And so if there's an opportunity there, then I obviously will make the most of, helping to capitalize on that.
Okay. And so far, whom have you helped?
Yeah, so I've had at this point kind of seven different families. Six come on the show, and then the seventh one I'll talk about in a moment. But the first six were various things. Some are more common, some not. Like aproxia of speech was one, which
Okay.
is actually a little bit more neurological, where the child knows what they want to say, but they just can't communicate properly based on the connection with their brain. So that child came on with the parents, and I had a neurosurgeon come and kind of speak about what exactly that means and kind of go into more medical terminology.
Okay.
We also had a child that had Cruzone syndrome, and I apologize if I pronounced that wrong, but it is a very scary situation where a child's brain actually goes faster than the skull.
Wow.
So they're constantly having to have surgery just to release and give them space. This little girl, she's 7 years old and she's already had, or six, and she's already had seven, like
Wow.
basically brain surgeries. Those are things that are like very uncommon. I don't know very many people with that, and a few others, but
I mean,
um,
it sounds like very unique diseases,
correct.
disorders.
Yeah, and that's like so. There's 7,000 like rare diseases out there that a lot of people haven't even heard of. There's probably more at this point. Those are
Right.
statistics like 6 months back.
Right.
But at this point, I think a lot of it is like the rare get left behind just because they're
Right.
not, people aren't aware of it. And so the show is kind of about creating awareness for those that
Okay.
don't have kind of a voice yet. They don't have the, big walkathons and marathons and things that they're doing for them.
That's wonderful. We're going to talk about Esther Faith Battelle. All right. And
Yeah.
tell us about Esther, how she's doing, where she's from, and
Yeah, so Esther is a 10-year-old little girl. She lives in the Philippines currently, and she was brought to me by a gentleman named Nathan, who is a part of MediCorp, which is an organization that helps with natural disasters. It just happens that he's been in the Philippines for some time, helping out there, and this little girl has become a good friend of their families. And she has a need for a heart surgery,
oh,
and it is a very serious need. It's actually been told that it'll be a life-saving surgery. Like if she does not have it, there's a very high chance that she will, not live
do you have the
very
name
much
of
longer.
the?
It's called an ALOF. It's again, it's one of those medical things. I'm not a doctor, but it is something where they're going to go in and be operating on her heart. They say like it's like ALOF, and I can later message you that to give
No, no, it's
listeners
just
specifics.
we'll
But
be surprised as to people who listen. So maybe we have a
I
doctor
know,
out there.
yeah, exactly. I have it listed in her details, kind of on my site. But I guess the bottom line is the surgeon that will do it is a cardiac thoracic pediatric surgeon,
Hmm.
and it will be needed to be done in a hospital that has an ICU and that treats pediatrics. And so right now we have some relationships with doctors and hospitals that are giving us information on the quote for her to get it done,
Okay.
but they do say like she needs to get it within a month. Um, Risk for her life. So
Oh
it's
wow.
serious, yeah.
Yeah.
And it is something that funds to actually have the surgery performed without question of
politics involved with, the hospitals and what they can do, what they can give. But basically, this particular case has to be funded.
Absolutely.
So, right.
I know it's a
In
good
that, I-
So in every research, like the three main components, the physician, which is called the professional fee, the facility, which is the hospital, and then anesthesia. So they're like, three different, major payers.
along with a whole bunch of other
Yeah.
fees, but
And then there's like all sorts of stuff you can, get billed for. But so any one of those three could choose to do so, right? I mean, really kind of up to them. We are striving for that, but it doesn't happen. That quote so that when we ask for, X amount, all we have is 159.
I was gonna say, what is the
A
figure
major
that we need?
hospital, yeah, 159,000. But I feel very certain the two new coming in are going to be less than that. And maybe it's that they're not less, but one of them says, "Hey, I'll do my for discount."
And you said there's local hospitals here in Houston plus one
Yeah.
in Austin.
And then Children's Memorial Hospital are the two here that we're speaking with, and then the one in Austin. It's actually the doctor we're connected with, basically giving us.
They're
I
to
know. I'm
see
like, I do this a lot. I've been communicating with these, and I just don't have presence with the pediatric surgeons yet, and I think
So besides the business of the situation of the in a month, you said we save this person's life or to make her life easier.
yeah.
This is that needs to be now. So we don't have to go ahead and can we help? Is there
Yeah,
your foundation people donate for this cause?
you guys can go to health.org and scroll down the second tab where you can, basically choose a donor go, and it's all. And as I mentioned, it's a 501c, so any seeds that are donated are not only going 100% to also are 100% tax deductible. So that's, obviously
Right.
very important. But it's nice to even have it be, a profit organization.
So I assume with her.
Now they're the just getting the and come here, and so for all say it's not feasible getting it because of a letter of recommendation from the surgeon is going to
Visa or
and then all of her, just kind of healing process and post-op, she would travel back so she can be with her parents.
and
Yeah.
how long of a surgery or how long of now that you
That's a
mentioned
good question. So I couldn't really be exact, but typical, surgeries can run anywhere from like 20 minutes to hours. I think if everything runs smoothly, like it should be like a maybe um, recovery period.
I has to be
Yeah, so
does she
you
go to an ICU
well, they just want to have an ICU,
setting
always
in
kind of
case something happens?
exactly just for risk factors, but not just for any really any pediatric surgery. Hospitals have ICU. There is like some that have just that care for children.
Okay,
So
well, I think that's a great cause. And tell us a little bit about yourself as we wrap up this
yeah,
segment. Tell us, and
for
besides your
sure.
family work that you do.
Absolutely. No, definitely. So I own an MRI facility, and I'm gonna actually kind of talk candidly
Sure.
because I'm like I want to just talk to you, but I know I'm like wait
Go
there's
there.
people yeah. So I didn't want to
No.
forward. So I'm here talking to all of you guys. But these are lovely. I'm so glad to meet them. So Jessica Hatch myself has a MRI facility, right? I've been speaking so much about the Jessica Hatch show. I feel like I'm talking in third person. But my center is called Infinity Diagnostic Center, and there we have an MRI, we have a pain suite, and we also have a sleep lab combined with a med spa. So it is a very robust facility. It's right in the Greenway Plaza, River Oaks area. And we service clients with private insurance, cash pay, as well as a lot of the personal injury community. And yeah, we do as much as we can there, and that is a for-profit business, which is kind of given me an opportunity to focus on something that's more on the nonprofit side.
Well,
So,
that is awesome. That it's
yeah.
good to give back. It's always good to give back, and thank you
Yeah,
for that.
definitely.
We
No,
have to we will keep you updated. Please come back and fill us in on what you're
I
doing.
love to.
And
Yeah.
again, with whatever we can do, we can share your page. We can tell people how to donate. Let's share it, and let's make sure that we raise this money so we can save somebody's life.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
so much.
much.